Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to show you what it takes to get a nice V-shaped body from the front and ultimately the look from the back. So the first exercise you must do in order to get a nice V-shaped body is to train your lats. Now the lats is this big piece of muscles at the back, and this gives you a nice V shape from the back. So this machine, the lat pull down, is what get to train the lats. Right, so to set this up, first of all, your grip slightly wider than shoulder width. So make sure you don't lean too backward, keep your body straight and pull, keeping a straight line between your forearms and your wrists. Right, pull down all the way down and up, stretch your lats and repeat. Now the common mistakes for this exercise is two things. Number one is people tend to swing leaning backward, right? This backward. Okay, nothing wrong, but doing this, you reduce the isolation for the lats. Right? You want to keep your body straight, pull as if only your lats is doing the work. The second common mistake is shoulder stability. Well, as you do rep by rep, you kind of get vertigo, and this is what happened to many people. And that is from here, when they release, right, the shoulder tend to struck, but when they pull, their shoulder is maintained struck. This is bad, right? Because when your shoulder is struck, you won't get the isolation for your lats, right? So every time when you pull, make sure your shoulder is always low, right? Stay low, pull. This is where you get a nice contraction, just like this. Shoulder low and pull. Right? Don't shrug. Well, at the top is okay, but make sure you depress. Recover your shoulder back to position and pull. Not like this. Don't shrug. So the question is, should you go ultra wide or should you go close grip? Either way it works. But for starter, go slightly wider than shoulder width. That means not too wide. Right? To get started, this is a pretty good range of motion, right, to fire up the entire lats. Right? If you go anything wider, you'll train your rear delt and your teres major, the upper lats, which is good. Right? So play around with the variation, and you can even go close grip, reverse grip, but this will take a lot of biceps. The second exercise and also the second muscle group you should build is your shoulder. Without a doubt, shoulder is what makes you look broader, right? Especially the side shoulder. Right? Front is good, back is good. You need all of them, but you want to look wider. Side lateral shoulder. So this exercise is a lateral raise, just like this. Okay, so this exercise looks straightforward. However, a lot of people make this common mistakes, and that is number one, bending your arms too much. Right? By doing this, you won't be able to give much tension to your side shoulder. Number two is when they do this exercise, they tend to shrug. Once again, shrugging. They tend to shrug their shoulder. Right? What happens if you shrug your shoulder? You will use your trapezius instead of your side shoulder. So shoulder always low, in control, chest up, chest high, shoulder always low, and raise it up. Keep your shoulder low, right? This is how you isolate the medial delt, right? Okay, and another common mistake is people tend to go too high up. Right, this looks sexy and this looks like you do even more work, but actually it's not really necessary, because once again, the shoulder work pretty good from here to here. Anything from here to here, you'll be using your traps. Right, you'll be using your traps, right? The goal here is to get isolation for your side delt. Although the traps is important, however, if you want to train your shoulder should get involved, not other muscle group. Right, and also remember not to swing. Right, don't swing. You hurt the lower back and you reduce the tension of this. Right, so stay straight. Right, suck in the stomach. Imagine you're a solid pillar and execute a beautiful solid lateral raise. The third muscle group and the third exercise to give you a nice solid V-shaped body is the trapezius. Now the trapezius doesn't really make sense, but it creates an illusion of you looking better. So this exercise is a stroke. Everybody can do a stroke just like this. When you say, I don't know. Right, so this exercise is also one of my weak points. I've been doing a lot of stroke, but I'm still building it, still developing my traps. Right? However, if you are the lucky one, you have a slightly longer neck, broader shoulder frame, you have more opportunity to build the nice tall traps. Traps is very important. Just look at Dwayne Rock Johnson. He has solid traps. This is what makes him have the Rock solid diamond V-shaped body. Right? So this exercise is a barbell stroke. You can use a dumbbell, you can use a machine cable, you can use a Smith machine, but this is just the most basic part, right? So grip standard is slightly wider than hip width, but in order to maximize your traps, try to go a little bit wider, right? And if you go wider, you don't have to lift too heavy. Right, so from here, just pull your shoulder to your ear level, right? Just assume that you're shrugging as high as you can, right? Squeeze at the top, give 1 second pause, or you can bring it further, 2 seconds, relax down and repeat. So the common mistakes for this exercise is people kind of use too much of arms, right? It becomes like an upright row, right? Make sure your arms fully straighten, right? You can pull a little bit is fine, but at the end of the day, you want to focus on your shoulder, at the lowest point of your shoulder, and bring them to the highest point, almost to your ear, right? And also when you do this, try not to push your shoulder forward, right? This will hurt because stroke, right? You can lift very heavy. What happens if you lift heavy and you round your back? This will cause lower back pain and shoulder impingement. Chest upright, body solid, pull, right? Don't bend over. This is like a row, you're not rowing. Body upright, stroke. Okay, I don't have the best strap out there. This is why I do not have a nice V shape, but I'm still working hard for my traps. So that's pretty much for these exercises, these 3 main exercises that give you a nice V-shaped body. Now before I end this video, today I'm feeling generous. I want to provide you another 2 bonus exercises you should do that will enhance your V shape. Exercise number 4 and muscle group number 4 is going to be a bench press. Now this is an incline version of bench press because bench press in incline degree helps you to train the upper chest. Now the upper chest is what gives you a nice broad chest that gives you the illusion of having a smaller waist that leads to V shape, right? So this is how it looks like. Right, so from here, make sure chest is upright, shoulder low, bring them backward, chest up. This exercise helps me a lot in developing a nice broad overall chest. Now you can use a barbell or you can use a machine or even cable, go low pin and push upward. Whatever it works as long as it trains your upper chest. And last but not least, in order to get a nice V-shaped proportion body is never skip legs day, right? Legs will make your waist look smaller. Illusion. You can do whatever leg exercise that works for you. Squat, leg press, leg extension, leg curl, lunges, as long as you train legs, right? So just to prove to you that I didn't skip legs day and from here you can't tell that I train legs. So there you have it. This is what it takes to get a nice V-shaped body. And one thing to remember is your body fat plays a huge role also, right? So keep training, wish you all the best.